Good morning. Get the chat up. You are first, Dale. Morning, Kevin. Here. Junkyard. Been a rough night. I have not noticed that, Grizz. Good morning. I tried to donate to him last night, but every time I went to copy and paste, the PayPal so I could donate to him, somebody would time me out, so I couldn't do it. Canuckians unite. That's right. Hell of a thing going on yesterday. All them live streams that was going on, and nobody could time out anybody. Nobody could shut off the comments or stop people from commenting, and it was terrible. I couldn't. Good morning, Big Fish. I couldn't believe all the carnage that was going on. I sat back and watched it all. Oh, the humanity. I'm telling you. Uh, I took a pain pill last night. Fell asleep around, I don't know, I guess around 10 o'clock, I guess, or 10:15, somewhere around there. And I woke up. I woke up, had to go to the bathroom. So I'm thinking it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. No, 11:30. I spent most of the night trying to go back to bed again. What was Cornbread doing in your breakfast? He's in Georgia. What did he do? Come up and spend the night? I gotta get rid of this damn hair. It's bothering the piss out of me. Hmm. Yeah. So, gotta go to the doctor today. And Meals on Wheels. So he transported himself up there, huh? It will make an interesting live stream. Oh hell, he'll probably live for another 10, 15 years because the government's paying the dime. You know, he, he's a Democrat. He's going to take full advantage. Now I go to the doctor's today. Is my health checkup. I'm going to see if I can get something for the itching I have. It's just you got the rheumatoid arthritis and you get dry skin and you itch all the time, and I can't. Now I'm on blood thinners, and I'm afraid, to scratch that itch because I'll start bleeding. So a lot of it's probably in my mind, but I don't know. Itchy boom boom man, yeah. Well, the other day my right leg was itching, so I was, scratching it, and next thing I know, I was bleeding. So I don't need that. I start back on the blood thinners today. So start wearing socks on my hands. Yeah. At least for the live stream. Yeah. I've already fed the girl this morning. I hit the door lock and looked out the window, and she was standing right there at the steps. I know, something to poke fun, yeah. So I went out and I fed her. Said, are you staying warm? She said, no. I said, think spring's going to be here soon? She said, no. I said, would you like some more winter? She said, no. I said, no. Okay. The cat's, I don't know, she's kind of funny. Some days she'll run up to me and want me to pet her, and some days she'll walk away from me and where you going? And she sticks up her middle toe in one of her paws and just tells me to go F myself. Stop it now, Grizz. Hey, Bobby. I tried to donate to you yesterday, but they kept timing me out, so I couldn't get the PayPal. So I went to the store and bought a 2-cent piece of bubble gum instead. Hey, Grizz came out kind of flat. Yeah. You're welcome. Now, let's not be cutting down Cab 7. I like Cab 7. No. Ben's a nice guy. Noodles isn't in his classification yet. Now, he's the oldest. He didn't have to work today, so he's going, him and his girlfriend, they're going up to Detroit or someplace. Hell, Mount Clemens, I don't know. And they're going to go see Gabriel Iglesias, or whatever his name is. Gabriel, Fluffy. So, good morning, gorgeous. I don't. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. I can find it. Oh, yeah. It is. It is. I got. I got a disturbing um, Eric Estrada. Whoa, chips, 74 today. Punch. Um, I got a disturbing message yesterday when I was young. Um, on Facebook yesterday. Oh, yeah, I got a disturbing message yesterday um, from some friends of ours, your friends and my friends. I know it's Thursday. Yeah, mental illness, close enough. Close enough to mental illness, there, Grizz. Yes. Um, we had somebody come into the live stream the other day, and they said hi, and a few of us said hi to that person, but not everybody bowed down and praised the ground that that person walked on, and so they got upset and typed me a letter in Facebook, about 2 paragraphs long, stating how they'll never be back to my live stream again. Huh?
When was this?
Yesterday. I read it to you, remember? That we ignored her and she won't be back. Um, I don't understand what I did. I said hello to her. What you want me to do? Just think it was a single conversation for her or something? Then they went on and say, well, you didn't, I sent you a friend request and you didn't accept it. Well, no, because I'm already friends with you, and why would I accept a new one? Because that means you're hacked, most likely. So I deleted it. I'm not going to tell you that person's name, but she makes a lot of spaghetti in Alabama. I know Junkyard knows which one I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. It was quite disturbing. I almost just said spaghetti and macaroni. Yeah, macaroni and cheese too. Yeah, but mostly it's spaghetti 4 nights a week or something like that. No, it's not Connie. So, that's right, with a sprinkle of cheese on it. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. But I understand that, big fish. You can't please everyone. I don't understand. I did say hi. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. No. Good morning, Renda. Hmm. I just, you know, kind of blew my mind. I didn't know anything was wrong. I should check. See if, huh. Well, yes, I am. Ah. Oh, let's see. Excuse me. Where was I going? I'm sorry. I just, there's a guy wants me to, um, review a multimeter from Amazon. So I just typed him and said, yeah, I'll review it. That's the type of guy I am. Puppy for all? Yeah. Well, ain't nothing wrong with beef liver. I just don't understand calves liver. I always thought calves were beef anyways, but it's okay. You know, like venison, that's beef, right? Kevin loves liver. I mean, you set a plate of liver down in front of Kevin, you can't stop him. Baby, yeah, baby beef. That's right. Yeah, they're just trying to be um so you know you're not murdering a little baby cow. You know, calves liver. They're not telling you the damn thing's just a couple of weeks old. Yeah. The buff carrot. Huh. Well, that's a new one. I know life goes on. I like liver, floured and then fried, so it's nice and tender. And then Kathy usually she throws in onions with it and fries onions with it, and then she'll take the onions out and make a gravy, and then boils potatoes, and we have boiled potatoes with gravy, liver, and onions. Looks like you've been working out there, Carrot. Oh, huh. Good morning, Square Table. You sure you ain't got Peyronie's disease? Yeah. Bent carrot. Yeah. The shots alarm is off today. It won't go off. I shut it off, remember yesterday? And then I forgot to turn it back on. That's right, using your proper gentleman name.
Shots, everybody.
Shots, everybody, shots, everybody, shots, everybody, shots, everybody, shots. Oh, I lied.
Shots, everybody. Shots.
Shots, everybody. It's 5-Shot Thursday. Now, I'm telling you, somebody needed a hug yesterday. That was totally ridiculous what was going on yesterday. All that extracurricular activity that was going on in live streams. People saying stuff, people posting stuff. I just couldn't believe it. I sat back and looked in amazement. I just could not understand what was going on. Oh, YouTube, a lot of their parameters went down yesterday. So you couldn't time out anybody, you couldn't block anybody, and you couldn't remove any comments. So it was a free for all. Well, good morning, Kathy. I love you too, honey. You're right. It comes from the dirt there, Junkyard. Oh, you did. But I believe it was Steve that was doing it all. It was on Brad's, but Steve kept hiding behind his coffee cup like this so you couldn't see his face. And he kept reaching up, and then all of a sudden comments would show up on Brad's. And then Steve saying, "Oh, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't, I know who it is." It's that damn Robert. Yeah. Huh. We all got it figured out now. Oh, yeah. Moose got blamed for it. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it was Steve that was doing it. Trying to blame us grade fivers for it. We ain't got the technology for that. Robert, well, it's always us. I know. You can watch them self-destruct and it'll be us that did it. Yeah, and we're all black. So, if we're all black, how did we do it? You've seen a smile? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think Robert's got an alibi. I think he was with Kevin anyways. Working up some friction or something like that. He was live yesterday. Yesterday when he was still dumb. Oh, so I just wanted to clear the air on that I am completely innocent. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, we all found out something yesterday. Now, hold on to your britches, people. If you're sitting down, if you're not sitting down, sit down. Because this is going to be astounding. It's going to be astonishing. It's going to be amazing, and you ain't going to believe it. I seen somebody yesterday counting to three. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. And he's in our audience right now. That video flopped. Well, what you were supposed to do is count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then count all over again. So, I watched that video. I was amazed you got up to 3 without, having to start all over again. 23 if you count the coin purse, that's right. Unless you're a coin short. What's funny is you ask somebody, how high can you count up to? Well, I can count up to 150,000 easy. What's the matter? You can't say 150,001, 150,002, 150,003. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be 20 if you were one. No, you could go 22. Cornbread, 22. They're adopted. Yeah. How bad you stutter? Yeah. Well, if Grandma had 30 painkillers and Steve steals 10, how many painkillers does Grandma have? Grandma has zero because Steve went in there and stole the other 20 when Grandma was sleeping. Should be on the SAT, that's right. That's right. There's no more painkillers after that scenario. Yeah. Well, in all honesty, I feel sorry for Granny. I do. I feel really sorry for Granny. And you know what? If Steve, excuse me, if BSL, um, was hurting that bad in the leg, and he was an animal, they'd have put him down. You know, poof. Because once you get an animal that size and they get a bad hoof, you know, or you get a bad knee on one of them big old quarters, hind quarters or front quarters, yeah, it's kind of hard to fix that. That's right. There'd be zero left. That's right. Yeah. If Grandma had 30 painkillers, Steve wouldn't be. No. Forever. It's bacon. That's right. Um, I was listening to a live stream the other day, And somebody up in Canada got sent a package. I I believe it was a new microphone and a cam or something, a new microphone. Well, a couple of days before that, somebody out in the West Coast, they typed in there, I can't talk, my mic is screwing up. Now, how did he know his mic is screwing up? Because you can't hear your mic screwing up, right? How do you hear if your mic is screwing up on a live stream? Unless you got another live stream running to where you can hear the audio. He didn't know his mic was screwing up. He knew this guy was sending a microphone to Brad and he wanted one. So guess who got a package in the mail sent to him? Shenanigans are afoot. There you go. They probably did hit rock bottom, yeah. You're right. So, and I heard this live stream. Yeah, hey, yeah, I got the tracking, and it's in San Francisco. It's went to 5 different post offices since. I'm waiting for it to come here. You're tired, like I said. Went to bed last night. I took a pain pill, fell asleep, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and I thought it was 3:30, and it was 11:30, and I sat in that chair most of my night in my recliner, watching TV and on Facebook because I could not get back to bed again. Once I wake up, it is hard for me to go back to sleep. My mind started racing, thinking about everything. I solved the world's problems 20 times last night. It was easy. It was the easiest thing in the world to solve the world's problems last night or this morning. Impeach Joe Biden. Impeach Joe Biden. Yeah. And arrest Kamala Harris. Yeah. Hello, gorgeous.
We didn't sleep all day.
Huh?
Sleep all day.
I didn't sleep all day. I was watching TV most yesterday.
Okay. Call it what you want.
He took a pain pill once and started hurting terribly. Yeah. That meant what it said, didn't it? It's a pain pill. Oh, a few years ago, he sent me a phone because my phone had a broken screen. He said, here, I'll send you a phone. Well, that was nice of him. He did. He sent me a phone. The only problem was he didn't send the card with it. And that phone took a special card, and the card was like $80. It was cheaper to buy a new phone than it was for the card. Huh. Steph, that's right. Yeah. I know. Kevin keeps telling me that all the time. He says his wife keeps wondering where the money's going in the bank account. What's this charge for entertainment? Yeah. Tips. Yeah. Yeah, you got a secret spanker. Anywho's, that right there, that is, yeah. That right there that I just posted, that's what that guy wants me to do a review on. Looks pretty good. It's got its own carrying case and everything. Hmm. I'll have to do that. That's right. Yeah, it's even, they fixed it. You're right, Picker. They fixed it. Now let's see if BSL gets away with all that stuff he was doing yesterday on them live streams. I bet he don't get away with it now. By the way, I I want to do a hug it out on BSL. If you want to come to the let's hug it out, I'm gonna have that open Friday night. You can air your differences. If you'd like to explain why you did what you did to Brad yesterday, we'd all like to understand that because we're getting tired of being blamed for this stuff. Right. Hmm. I know. We all sat back on Marco Polo and was just watching all the carnage going on. Couldn't believe it ourselves. I just absolutely could not believe what he was doing. Well, it's a hug it out, Grizz. Remember what we used to do on Friday nights? You know, maybe I'll get Noodles to come on up and they can finish the fight without mommy. There you go. Good morning, JJ. Nice to see you. Hey, give me a cup of coffee real quick. You know, yeah. Good morning, Dan. I have no idea there, Picker. But, huh, it does. Well, you know what? Unless you got good insurance, you can't afford a Ozempic because the copay is $500. Yeah, 'cause they had me on Ozempic, but I can't afford it. 'Cause I'm just a poor old, poor boy. For those that seen that Hug It Out with Noodles and BSL, it was BSE. I think there had to be a rematch. Dum dum da da dum da da dum 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 da dum da dum. I love you too, Kevin. I know it. because he's trying to make his bed buddy think everybody hates him, so he'll gravitate towards, you know, that huge planet that lives on a mattress. So I'm your only friend you have. Stick with me because everybody else is screwing with you. Yeah, yeah. The victim. But anyways, if we could get that, rematch done, because the last time, hey, Noodles, my mom wants to say something. I about fell out of my chair when you're a 36 or 37-year-old man. Now mommy's coming to fix your battle. My, and I'm gangsta. Yeah, I can't even afford amoxicillin. I go to the store and get my Benadryl over the counter. That's right. Hi, Steve. Hi, Brad. And Howie, if you're back from fishing. I don't really know there, Rick. Oh, I know. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve. Yes, Brad. Don't say nothing what's going on, okay? Okay, buddy? Yeah. There you go. I can bring you up on it, and Brad, if Brad wants to come. You're on penicillin? Yeah, I know. They started cussing. You're right. Good morning, Cornbread, again. Yeah, I know. An ostrich egg is big. They can serve like 24 for breakfast. If you can crack that thing open, you need a chisel and a hammer. It's too for. Yeah. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. I ain't afraid of nothing. Probably maybe five. The other one's 5'5" or 5'6". I know. That that's what I heard yesterday when I was young. Good morning, you Dizzy. You get that little dust in the snow. I seen that video. Got the cop out there telling people get the cars off the streets because they're gonna get the snow, and then just a dusting. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right, Junkyard. Taller laying down than he is standing up. Welcome to my. You're right. Mm-hmm. Yes, sirree, Bob. I think Kathy go rat a tat tat with her baseball bat. Yeah, because you just need some views on a video. You need to make one of the good videos. I don't know if you knew it or not, you Dizzy, but I think Moose has been screwing around on you. Been talking to Kevin, and Robert, you know, making plans and stuff like that. That was cool. Want to come? Yeah. I can't believe the people in that town haven't realized that you don't drive up that hill when it's like, probably really doesn't matter if you got good tires or bad tires on it. I'm pretty sure once somebody drives on it, it's like a pack of ice. That's right. Cook off with a satellite dish gourmet. Oh yeah, that pour some water down that street during the cold weather. That'd be really fun. Just tell them you're testing them. Make sure it's still working. They do. That's why they call them slicks. Where the rubber meets the road. Well, what you do, you Dizzy, is you go get one of them fat suits, fat bastard suits, and you put that on. And then you go out and do then you put a mask on, or a covered hat, full face hat. Pull it down. You got the eyes. Yeah, and then you go out and do it. Ain't no way. There ain't no way they're gonna be able to tell who that is. Or put one of them T-Rex costumes on and walk out there and do it. Yeah. Good morning, Jerry. Nice to see you. I see. Jerry stood up for me. Somebody said I was a troll in Bounty's live stream yesterday. And Jerry said, no, he's not. That's key. That is Iron Dog 63 right there. That is, yeah. I even seen moose in there. I know. Yeah, put a Trump mask on there, you dizzy. He gets the blame for everything, anyways. No, no, we was just in there to find out what was going on because we heard all this commotion going on. That people were, wreaking havoc in YouTube, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting blamed for it. Well, he's out everybody. If there's a window out there, moose will be out the side of it. Yeah, I know. Was he wearing his Tarzan G string and he had it on backwards again? Me either, Moose. That's why I went into bounties because I was making sure that everybody knew I wasn't one of them that was doing that. That's right. He come up to the same conclusion I did. It was Big Steve hiding behind that coffee cup. I know. It was you, Grizz. I can believe. Well, no, it is no. It's just a regular coffee cup, but he's got it positioned to where there's enough of it that he can hide his whole face behind it. He's got it right there in front of the camera, so you can't see nothing.
Well, you see the side pieces now. Come on.
Well, yeah, you can see
I
both
mean, the
ears.
size of Steve's eye. That coffee cup ain't big enough.
Yeah, I know, but you can't see his eyes. What his eyes is doing, and that his eyes will tell you what they're doing because he's looking while he's typing. And it might be a 5 gallon cup. I don't know, Skeeter, because I haven't never filled it. I ain't never really even seen it, but it could be a 5 gallon cup. I know. Weren't they, Jerry? I said that I couldn't believe it. I sat back in amazement. We don't want to know how tall he is. Yeah, that's right. Chris is one of the most trustworthy people I've ever seen. Should have sprayed. They should have sprayed for him, Rick. You're right. Yeah. Rick said they were coming out of Jerry said they were coming out of the woodwork, all them trolls. Vicar said they should have sprayed for him. Yeah. I don't have the authority to do that anymore, Grizz. The CEO does. I've had all my moderator powers taken away from me, so I'm just the I'm just the face of the channel now. I have no control. He even took my moderator away. I can't even time out nobody. I know. I'm not even a moderator on my own channel.
All of it up.
It's, I can't. I don't even. She has all the moderating power now. Robert, 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 Robert. Talk to Teddy Bear. Powers that be. That's right. JJ, can you believe the stuff that Robert says about me? Calls me a landfill cook. Yeah, he's called me a cafeteria cook too before. And here I am, gourmet trained and everything, and you call me that. I can't believe it either. Well, that looks nice. Well, you're welcome. Hey, calls me a cafeteria cook. Yeah, the lunch lady. Yeah, if Yan can cook, so can you. That's right. Allegedly. Probably should take a blood pressure pill because it feels like my eyeballs are going to blow out of my head. That's all you heard was blowing head. Yeah. Oh, we have mods. The head mod just walked from the kitchen to her computer, so I'm sure she'll let you know about that in a minute. Yeah. That's a party to you. That's right. Oh, damn. Huh. That's what I said. Well, welcome back, Kathy. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah. Uh, hey, JT Gamer, if you can hear me, you need to send me an email so I can get your banner sent out to you. 'Cause I'm pretty proficient at mailing this stuff out. Nobody has to wait for nothing that I have. I send it right out immediately. Okay. I'm checking my emails. I don't know.
No, don't even try it. Get your ass away from it.
Oh,
Gretchen, Harley.
sorry about that. Yeah, JT Farmer had to be about 17 or 18 by now, I think.
You don't have one, do you?
Kim is a big winner, yeah.
No, you don't have one. Gretchen. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Why?
You're trustworthy, all right. Yeah.
Whatever. Brownie. Can I have nothing? At the back of them. Why? And that don't. Better hurry it up.
How many more banks are going to go bankrupt? Isn't that funny? No, wasn't no trouble with none of them last week. Then one of them decides, yeah, well, let's see what we can steal from the United States from all the the investors, and now all of them are in trouble now. I think it's actually, I think it's their way of trying to get currency out of the marketplace. They want to get rid of currency, so everything's digital. You got to have a card to buy something with. You got to pay for everything with a card. And if they want to shut you down or they want to make you suffer, they shut your card off. You could have $1 million or $1 billion in the bank or whatever, but you can't access it because they shut your card off. That's right. That's an empty building. It's not a bank. Oh, owes you $5, Grizz? We'll have to have a talk with them. That's right. It's safe. I don't think it's actually happening. What I think's happening is they want to make everything digital, so they can get rid of. Now, if they made all money digital currency, so you had to use a card to pay for it. Drugs would be pretty much gone, because you couldn't pay for drugs without cash, unless you buy, appliances and then trade it that way. But then once you do that, the person that you're buying the stuff from and selling the stuff to, that would be traceable. So, being a drug dealer would probably be non-existent by then. Oh, yeah. Damn. But if they did that, they would get rid. If they got rid of all currency and went to digital, they could control the world's population by just a flick of a switch. You have no money, you can't afford to buy anything. You know what I'm saying? When you have cold, hard cash, something you can actually hold in your hands, it's hard to tell you what you can buy and what you can't buy. But when you have a card in your hand and you have to swipe it, pretty much tells you what you can buy and what you can't buy, because they can shut it off at any time, or they can find out what you are buying. You're right. The only value it'll have is his jewelry. That's it. Chicken on a stick will become popular. It will. I think that's the main reason why all this stuff's happening, is they want to get rid of cash. No, we didn't get warned about any machine. Well, right before John F. Kennedy was assassinated, he said he had a speech he was going to do, and he said in a few days or in a couple 2 weeks, I'm going to let you know what's really going on. It was a speech he done, and those something that he found out. A lot of people speculate it was about the Federal Trade Commission or um, about the banking. So right. How much should they go up, Junkyard? 10 cents? But the biggest thing they keep saying about silver, if it reaches where it was 20 years ago, wait a minute, 20 years ago it was an all-time high, and the cost of everything now, and it's half of what it was 20 years ago. That's telling me silver's not a very good deal. If it couldn't rebound in 20 years, there's something wrong with it. Something like that. Now it's like 23 or something, $24. I'm going to tell you right now, and this is my feelings on it exactly. If shit hit the fan and there was no monetary system out there, okay, you couldn't buy anything with any money because money's worthless. You could bring a whole dump truck full of gold here, and I might trade you, but you're going to get a can of green beans for it because that's about all that gold is worth. A can of green beans. Food, alcohol, tobacco, and medication is what is going to be worth something. Gas, heat and oil, gas, and stuff like stuff you can use. Gold and silver ain't worth nothing. You could have baked beans, yeah. Yep. Ammo, drinking water, bleach, stuff you can use. If you can't use it, it ain't worth nothing. People that say they're starving to death, if they've got a lawn outside, they're not starving to death. They just don't know their resources. Well, the only reason why gold ever is because somebody thought it was pretty. And they started making jewelry with it. Well, now it's fancy and it's shiny and all this other stuff. And it makes it's expensive. It makes it precious. Like I said, if there was no monetary system whatsoever, you'd be hard pressed to get a can of green beans for a truckload of gold. Amen, brother. I've already done that. You know, diamonds wouldn't make a difference either. They're not worth nothing. The only reason why diamonds are worth anything is because they're pretty and people want them. Yeah, diamonds can be man-made too. You know the old golden rule, don't you? Whoever has the gold makes the rules. Well, that only counts in a monetary system. If there is no money, gold don't mean nothing. Try eating a bar of gold. You ain't gonna do it. That's right. A lot of people don't even know how to survive without power. Basically, we live in town, and we just had a big power outage here about 3 weeks ago. Some people were without power for 6 or 7 days during an ice storm. We didn't lose our power at all here. But two streets down, they lost their power for 6 days. So, but in town, you're not allowed to have a wood burner and all that other stuff. But I tell you what, I don't have one now, but I bet I'll have a wood burner by the end of next summer or this summer, sitting in the garage in case we do lose power and we got to heat the house somehow. Even if we don't heat the house, I can always heat the garage. You know, because there's plenty of room in the garage to stand around. Well, it is pretty easy if you have some kind of heat, and you got to keep your pipes from freezing and stuff like that. But I mean, I got propane heaters that are on wheels that take 20-pound tanks, but you can use them on the inside. They're ventless propane heaters. That's what you call it, is your fan? Well, I understand that there, you Dizzy. Well, a lot of times, Square Table, there is no hotel rooms to be had. That's what the problem was here. We got 5 or 6 hotels here. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got 5 hotels here in this town. At least 4. And there was not a hotel room to be had because when the storm was coming, all these electric companies rented rooms up here. So all these electric, because they were driving their vehicles up here, so these guys would have rooms to stay in. Well, now wait a minute. Were you here when we lost the power for 3 or 4 days when the power grid went down? Was you around here or was you someplace else? Half the United States lost power for 3 days. Now, that very well could have been something that could have lasted weeks or months. You're right. I'm 59, and almost 60. And when I was a kid, we were raised. We didn't, you know, how to do all the stuff when we was raised. Um, Grow a garden, raise animals, all this other stuff. You know, we learned all this stuff. We didn't, you know, we had electricity and all the other stuff, but we knew how to cope without it. I remember when we got our first microwave. I was like 15 years old. The thing weighed 200 pounds when microwaves first come out. Now microwaves weigh 20 pounds, and you know, a touch of a button, people know how to work them. I know they'll be on the menu. You're right there, big fish. Well, a lot of people like using the oven to crisp things up and stuff. We got a trying to remember quasar or something like that. I can't remember. It starts with a Q. But it's a microwave. It's a convection microwave. It's a convection oven. It's an air fryer. It's all that stuff all in one. That's right. I know. I'm getting old, ain't I? That's right. Fry up a full buffalo. And you're right there too, Grizz. It takes electricity to pump gas out of the the gas tanks at the gas stations and stuff. So I'm trying to remember the movie back in the 70s. Um, it was about the end of days, and there's only one guy living or something like that, and he had his property all chain link fence with concertina wire and stuff like that, and there were zombies or whatever. They come out at night, but during the day he could take his truck or car or whatever and drive around to these gas stations and pop the tops off in the tanks, the lids, and siphon out gas with a hand pump. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. It had oh, who the hell was it? I'm trying to remember the actor. Um, I can't even remember the actor. Blonde-haired guy, James. Maybe it might have been James Caan. But come home at night and he'd start up his generators and turn on all the lights, on the outside to keep his place lit up so the zombies couldn't get in or whatever. No, you didn't get blocked. Might have got timed out for your snide comments, but yeah. I haven't seen Robert either, Grizz. Yeah. Well, see all these kerosene lamps right here. We have plenty of light. And a lot of people don't understand that, but if you don't have lamp oil and you can't find lamp oil, buy cooking oil, vegetable oil, or corn oil, whatever. That stuff is flammable, okay? And you can actually, allegedly, I can neither confirm nor deny, but I can speculate. You can pour that in your oil lamps. Let it wick up. Get the wick nice and wet, and you can burn vegetable oil. Yeah. Roberta, how are you doing? You hunk of burning love, you. Yeah. Extreme cold is the worst, Skeeta. You can do things to cool yourself off in extreme heat, but it's kind of hard to do things to heat yourself up in extreme cold. Crisco makes a damn good candle. Yeah. As long as it comes in I would want it in a metal can. Do a can, but the can. That's what Robert says. Get yourself some of them great big old clay pots and some big candles, and you can make some room warmers. You can also take like a 1 quart can that you can buy, paint cans. You can buy them with a lid on it, just empty. And you put a good heavy duty roll of toilet paper in there. Pull out the cardboard insert, and you stuff that into a 1 quart container can and fill it up with some good alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And you can light that on fire and it'll burn. And what it does, it burns the alcohol. And it'll do a slow burn on that, and you can actually warm up your rooms that way. It's probably a jealousy thing. You're right there, Grizz. Yeah, no CNN, no Clinton News Network. Yeah. No, chaos. I know what coyotes is. That's right before you get to the G spot, isn't it? Good morning, Chaos. Oh, yeah. No, I had to take out a couple of um, tabs because I'm starting to lag a little bit. Yeah, so some gold and another. Yeah, I was trading green beans for some gold. Oh yeah, you're right, big fish. You're right, and the water is not independent of the electrical grid. Um, the only good thing about our water system right here is we're 200 yards away from a water tower. So if something went down and we lost power, um, I got jugs and pails out there. We'd start filling up water real quick. We don't need a transfer or electric pump because the gravity will feed us. But we'll be able to get water before most people do, you know. So, oh, we got good water. It's just Flint doesn't have good water. That's because Flint had good water. But the bastards in Flint, the city council, they decided they wanted to go a cheaper route. So they decided to get their water from a different water source. And it polluted all their pipes. It corroded their pipes and made their pipes, the city water pipes bad. And all the contaminants that were in the water ain't no good for you. All you gotta do, Skeeta, no, it's not. It's not against the law to collect rainwater. Right. I drink bottled water all the time. I don't like the city tap water, but that don't mean I wouldn't use it if we needed it. I just don't prefer the taste of city tap water. I mean, we cook with it and everything else, but I don't like drinking it. That's another thing I want to get done is get a water catchment service thing done here at the house. I want to get a couple of them 250-gallon totes. Well, square table now. When I was a kid growing up, we had well water, and it was ice cold. I mean, it was cold as hell. It had a lot of iron in it, okay, for well water, but it was good tasting water. Now, when I was in the garbage business, we used to have a bunch of farms around, and a lot of them had artesian wells. Water come right out of the ground, and we would have jugs with us in our trucks, and we would, instead of buying, pop or water at the stores or whatever, when we went to a farm that had an artesian well, we'd just fill our jugs up. And then there was an artesian well on one of the roads heading out of town, and we'd get water there if we went by it. Well, now the county, a few years ago, the county said it was a distraction, so they shut that well off. So, an artesian well is where the water comes right out of the ground. How do they make what? That's what it's called, an artesian well. The water is forced right out of the ground by the pressure of the ground. There's some places the water comes out of the ground, it'll go 3 or 4 feet in the air, and then it comes down. And over time, it'll wash out there. But a lot of times, what they'll do is when there's an artesian well, they'll stop it, and then they'll pour a concrete pad around it and everything else, and then a runoff trough. So when the artesian well is running, it hits the concrete and runs off into the field or whatever. They put a fountain on it there, Robert. You know, like a regular water fountain, and they'll just keep pouring, or a spigot. They can put a pipe in it and everything else. Now, the spring water we get is from Clark Lake, and it comes from an artesian well. And this thing pumps out thousands of gallons of water an hour, nonstop. These guys drive in there with the lid open on their tanker. It's in a building now, but they drive in there, this thing fills up, they pull out, shut the lid on the tanker, and the water just keeps on running. It runs on a cement trough, runs out into the ground, and goes back into the system again. Well, it's easy. You just fill it up like you normally would, Robert. You get educated? Yeah. Well, thanks, cornbread. But I don't think I'm anywhere near the intellectual like Brad is. I know nothing about finches. The educational value, yeah. In fact, you don't watch Pinky and the Brain, no? Walleye nuggets are pretty good. If you check your spring water, most from Nestle's or Our Family or Aspo Pure or something like that, it's gonna read on the package. It's gonna say either Everett, Michigan. Most of them gonna say Everett, Michigan, or Clark Lake, or Jackson County. Um, trying to find out about that. I don't know where Aquafina is, but I have to take your word for it. But Absol Pure, Ice. I think Ice Mountain is from Everett too. Let's see. From Muskoka County, Michigan, or Everett Spring. Now, that's where Ice Mountain's from. And yeah, I know. Hey, Kenny. The one at Everett that Ice Mountain gets her water from, um, our son-in-law, his uncle, owns the land where they pump the water from. Oh yeah, we do. We have the most fresh water in the whole world. Not only do we have the Great Lakes, but there's also in Michigan you can't walk 6 miles in any direction, in Michigan, without hitting a freshwater source. My son-in-law's uncle. I don't know what the deal is on that, but I know he owns the land and they're pumping the water, so I'm sure they're probably giving them $1 1,000 gallons, or $1 every 100,000 gallons. Something that because they're not making any money off of that water. Yeah, I know we're between two big lakes, but it's 6 miles. Yeah. Huh. All right, everybody. I got to get out of here. The little guy's coming this morning, so I got to make him some breakfast. He wants sausage patties, so I got to make him some sausage patties. Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you tonight. Oh, looky there. Damn. Have a blessed day, everybody. Take care.